Hi, my name is Orly Chinar and I'm a partner at Rain, and I have the pleasure today of hosting Eli Nuvono, co-founder and CEO of Nuvono.
Correct.
Eli Bitoun, sorry.
Yeah,
So thank you very much for taking the time to be with us.
pleasure.
Maybe first of all, could you share with us a little bit more about what does Nuvono do?
Okay. Nuvono is a company that founded in 2019, and main focus is within transaction banking solution, starting from payment processing engine to financial institution. These are the initial market, and then extending the capabilities to the corporate, offering to big corporate cash management and payments solution for corporates.
So when you say this, your client is the financial institution or the corporate?
At that stage, our main customer clients are a financial institution, and the initial target market is the US market, where there is many financial institutions, about 8,000 or something like that, and our main focus is within the tier 0 up until tier 3, 4 of banks, and in total it includes more than 1,000 financial institutions that are candidates for us.
So say a little more, because if there's one thing that one would expect a bank to do is be able to make their own payments, right? So where do you come in? How do you play with the banks? And are you replacing a system, or how does it work?
In many banks in the US, they use a third-party solution for payment processing. The payment processing is within the back office side of the banking systems, and it's connect with the core banking as well as with the external interfaces like compliance checking, fraud detection, AML, and another connection is with the clearing houses, the different clearing houses that you have to connect, and we sit in the middle between the clearing houses and the core banking systems. And many of the US banks are using products that most of them are part of the three big fintech company like Finastra, FIS, and Pfizer. And now there is an opportunity, and banking are considering on those solutions are very old solutions, monolithic, cumbersome solutions, which create a lot of issue to banks in order to be able to innovate and offer better services to their customers. And now with different initiatives that are in the market, there is opportunity, and banking are considering replacing the existing solutions and looking forward as a strategic approach. And many of them are asking for a solution that will enable them to control their destiny. It means that they would like to be part of the development. They would like to have the code and be able to develop on top of it. And we are offering a kind of an SDK capabilities and hybrid approach where we come with the full capabilities for payment processing, all the elements like currency conversion, value debt calculations, and etc. And then on top of it, and with existing support for the different rails, and in that it including the real-time payments rails like TCH RTP and FedNow in the US, as well as the FedWire chips and international payment with SWIFT. And all of them are moving to the new standard, a new format based on the ISO 20022. Which is very challenging for banks with the existing solutions to handle those.
So that's good news for you. Very challenging for the clients, means they have to talk to you, I guess. This is very core to their world. How do you think of approaching it? What's your go-to market in view of the fact that it's what they do and they're scared of probably making dramatic changes in one swift move?
Yeah, the way we design the solution is with following the microservice architecture concept, and which enable us to start small. For example, bank would like they have to support FedNow because the federal is offering it, and they would like to start only with FedNow receive payments. So we provide a specific microservice that deal with FedNow receiving payment. That's all. So they can start with that small, and it comes with all the exit point and integrations elements with the bank's core system, as well as I mentioned the other interfaces. And they can start small and gradually includes more and more microservices that covers addition some other clearing and rails on top of it. So this is one of the approach. The other approach, as I mentioned, that for big banks, specifically within tier 0 and 1, they would like, as I mentioned, to control the destiny and being involved. So we are offering an SDK and the ability to have kind of an hybrid approach where we train the banks, IT, and they can immediately, but the way we have designed it, enable, to new developers to being able to be productive within short period of time. After a week of training, it can start and work and provide value.
And so for the large banks, the tier zeros, tier ones, they have tens of thousands of developers in-house. And I completely understand what you're doing. Say a little more about the smaller banks. How much knowledge or independence do they really want, or are they able to contend with?
Yeah, with small banks, this is we offer to banks there is on-prem options, but also we provide cloud multi-tenancy capabilities, and which is very attractive for small banks in the US, which doesn't have the IT capabilities and technologies and etc. So they would like to have a kind of a product ready that covers all the required interfaces and etc. and start using it on the cloud. And we offer them currently, the big companies that I mentioned have a data center, local data centers with many issues, with very, very old products, and the ability to upgrade them is a nightmare, and it's going to cost a lot of money and will create a lot of issues. So we are offering a better solution, and on the cloud with annual license, and the license is based on it is a tiered license, and it's based on the rates that they are subscribed to. So they can subscribe only to TCH-RTP or FedNow. So the cost will be much lower than being a part of any of the other solution in the market.
And lower cost today is the name of the game. So
absolutely,
sounds like you're at the right time, right place.
Absolutely, and specifically for real-time payments, one of the challenges is being able to interact with the interfaces in real time. And the other challenge is around the latency. So for real-time payments, you need to be able to process end-to-end the payment in a short in minimum, within a second, to cover and reply back to the clearing with the status of the payment, whether you've been able to accept the payment or reject it, and etc. And if your system is not prepared for this kind of payment and requirements, eventually you'll get a lot of timeout rejections, and we know that this is the current situation within many banks, that they got a lot of rejection out of timeout, and in that case you'll have to handle those transactions manually, which create a lot of an overhead around the operation and etc.
Sounds like you are really at the right time, right place with a problem that is exactly what all the banks are contending with, regulator demand, new products. Wishing you a lot of success with all of this.
Thank you very much.
If you had one request now, who would you want to reach out to you, right? What's the next step? What would be helpful for you now? Or are you looking for design partnerships, or?
We are, in one end, we are working with partners, integrators like KPMG, Deloitte, and etc. So we are in a process with them. We also in a process with resellers and with ecosystem like online banking, for example, that we can be on the market and they can sell us like a Q2, which we are in a process with them. So we have different aspect around the sales or selling our product.
Fantastic. Eli, thank you very, very much, and wishing you a lot of success. Thank you.